Hi everyone, it's Nana, Foxy Mama 365. We're back again with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11. This is the reunion part 1. So we actually returned where we kind of ended off. The ladies are arriving and we see Nene and Marlo are talking on the phone. And they're going back again to the last episode in which Nene is still upset with Cynthia and doesn't believe Cynthia is her friend. And she's like, oh, why was Cynthia, not telling her the truth about Kenya being at her party, and that now she actually was conniving with Kenya to do all of this. And of course, we also conniving with Candy to bring Kenya in, and they didn't have the audacity to tell her, and they were hugging her and all of that at the last dinner. And Marlo's like, the girl was lying right in your face. And then we also see Candy calling Andy in to have a word with him and telling Andy that she didn't really like the way she was portrayed. That she's actually saying that really and truly Cynthia did not know that Kenya was going to be there. So really we're wondering what really is the truth. Well, I guess we'll find out. That's what the reunion is for. Anyway, Portia is looking good. Now let's go into the fashions. Yes, the fashions. Portia looks damn good. She looks so pretty. I think pregnancy, she looks really amazing, and she's due like in 2 weeks or any time now, really, pretty much. She's had the baby, we know, but as at the reunion, she was due like in any time, pretty much. I don't know what the hell Eva had on. I wasn't here for it. She looked, no, it was a no for me. Shamari, I loved her dress. I think it worked for her. Nene, I kind of liked. Nene actually looked good, but the only thing was her stuck-up attitude was like, But Nene looked good. Cynthia looked good, but I've seen Cynthia do better. So I wasn't impressed with Cynthia. Candy has given us the same look for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So I'm not really impressed with Candy's dress. But she does look good. However, Candy's makeup, I must say, Candy's makeup was stunning. I loved her makeup. Her hair did her justice. The front bangs, the long bangs covering her eyes. Excellent. I wish you can do that more often. So let's keep it pushing. We talked to Portia, her baby shower, and who was in attendance. I think Eva was there, Cynthia was there, Candy wasn't there, but she made her apologies, and Candy and Portia have a pact that, look, it's like a mutual agreement. We don't really come for each other's functions, but we kind of send flowers or whatever. Candy did send a lot of gifts because we saw Portia unwrapping her gifts on Instagram. I saw that live. We also saw that Shamari was there, but then they asked Nene, where were you? How come you didn't show up? And Nene was like, she was in Canada. And Andy's like, but you were at Floyd Mayweather's party. And Nene's like, no, I was in Canada. Why would I tell a lie? I believe Nene might have been in Canada. Maybe she just got the occasions wrong. Whatever. At the end of the day, Nene wasn't there. And Portia's like, well, she's now getting to see Nene for who Nene really is. She felt hurt. She wasn't there for the gender reveal party. She also wasn't there for the baby shower and some other event. And Portia is trying to hold Nene accountable and say, hey girl, what other events really have you planned that I haven't been to? And I'm thinking back and I'm like, truly, Portia has been at most of the events. The only events she wasn't at were the OLG party held by Candy and Candy's burlesque night. And Portia made her excuse and even sent flowers. So why is Nene fighting that battle? Because I remember Portia at the very beginning of the season flew she did not fly them, but she went with the girls all the way to Miami to go to Nene's event that she had, the show she had, and also the opening of her new boutique in Florida. So, and then Portia was there, and I don't get why Nene. Okay, I think I've figured it out. Nene always feels a need. Whoever sits on the left. Okay, let's go with the sitting arrangement. So usually the head bitch in charge is on Andy's left. So Nene is usually on Andy's left, and then the next person, most threatening, or the next person that is, up and coming in the show is usually on his right. Now, the last 2 seasons it has been Portia. And so I think Nene just feels a need to just lash out at whoever is in that seat. I think 3 seasons ago it was Candy. Then Nene wasn't there. But prior to that, every time it was Kenya, Nene would lash out at Kenya as well. So I just feel it's like some kind of insecurity. But that's just me. Who really knows? So let's keep going. Moving right along. So the big mystery was, where the hell was Nene when that thing happened? When Portia's event happened? Was she in Canada? Was she at Floyd Mayweather's event? Who knows? So Portia and Dennis, they're talking about their relationship and how she has spoken reality into her truth into reality just by speaking positively. Because at the last reunion, Portia did say, oh, she was going to be the next to get married. And everybody was like, do you have a man? And she's like, no, but she's, you know. So that's the effect and the power of positive talk, you know, speaking stuff into life. So now she's got a man, she's engaged, and she's happy, and we're happy for Portia. I totally love Portia, and I'm happy to see her win. And she seems like she has a good man. However, Portia is made a comment about her mother, her future mother-in-law, and I was like, you might want to dial it back a little and wait. I mean, yes, the ring is on your finger, but all the same, So she's talking about having a C-section or not to have a C-section. And Portia's like, oh, she can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever. To each their own, you know. If you want to push, push. If you don't want to push, there's more than enough science and technology to get you through it. Okay, cool. Moving right along. So Nene is still talking about not being supportive and saying Portia is not being supportive. And quite frankly, Nene, we're over it. What the hell is Nene talking about? So Portia was in, like I said, Portia was in Miami and she did all of that. So now moving right along, Eva and her shady moments. And Eva, like, she doesn't really understand what shade is. Eva, you totally understand what shade is. So they're calling her out on all of her shady, some of her shady moments. And I think it's kind of innocent shade, you know, like kind of, so it's just funny. But I guess some people would not take it as being funny. Take, for instance, Nene said she didn't like when Eva said, oh, it's not all about you. And for the first time, Eva actually tried to call Nene out on her bullshit. And Eva was like, oh, now I get why you have this stink-ass attitude. Like, you're very aggressive. And Nene's like, no. And I'm like, yeah. Nene, you came there with an aggressive and bad attitude, you know? So it was kind of like, nah. So Eva is trying to explain to her that it's really not always about her. And Eva goes back to her bachelor's eve where Nene tried to make it about her. And also back to her wedding when Nene tried to make it about her again. You know, Nene is like, well, anyway, Nene pretty much shuts it down. And is like, well, if you're willing to give shade, just be ready to receive the shade, you know. And they asked Cynthia about, you know, being called the mother. And Cynthia like, well, she doesn't really care, you know. It is what it is. So, moving right along. Let's now go on to if Eva thought, if she had the opportunity to give the peach, would she give it to Shamari again? And Eva like, well, yeah, if you're happy with what you're wearing. And everybody like, don't do it, girl, don't do it. But Eva's like, yeah. And they're like, okay, what do you think about what Shamari is putting on? And Eva is like, well, she thinks the dress is too long for Shamari. And Shamari like, huh? What the hell? You don't need to. Eva's like, well, they asked me for my opinion. And I was like, oh, you're just being shady. And Shamari dishes it right back. Eva, you look like a Christmas tree. And I agree with that. Eva does look like a Christmas tree. I don't know what the hell she's wearing. She has this... child. Over and done with. Keep it pushing. Now they also talk about Havana from Clark ACU. And Eva still says and maintains that she doesn't know who whatever her name is. Who Yovana is. But Portia like, well, they really did say she was that girl with the big booty from Clark ACU, and that everybody knew her. So it's kind of surprising that Eva is saying that she doesn't know her, you know. And then they go back and forth with Eva's comment when she said Shamia was not black with a Q. And everybody's like, what does that, well, not everybody, but Portia said that she didn't catch it. But later on when Candy mentioned it, she was like, oh, okay. And people started dragging Eva, and Eva was like, no, she doesn't have any kind of colorism bone in her. That's not what she meant. But Candy, it was just a lot of drama and so unnecessary. Moving right along, Candy. Candy's doing great with her business. The OLG2 has been launched. She's also had her burlesque show, which is going on tour, I gather. I would like to go watch that. Wouldn't you? I think it would be nice to watch. Of course, Escape just finished their tour as well. She just finished Celebrity Big Brother and she did really well. I think she was one of the top 5 actually. I did the review of that show. Yeah, so Candy is doing well. So we're wondering how she's coping, you know, with possibly having kids. We don't know whether they're going to be twins, but possibly having another kid or kids in the work using the surrogate, and how her motherhood, is going to intertwine with being a businesswoman. And I guess it's just take it one day at a time, do the best for the kids, because once the kids are grown, that's pretty much it. But be there as much as she can for the kids. Moving right along. We see also Todd. She also kindly mentions that Todd is making lemonade out of lemons, like Mama Joyce called him. We miss Mama Joyce. We need more Mama Joyce back. So now, living life on social media. So the ladies are fond of, dishing and showing us a lot of their lives on social media. And Andy just put some clips into what had gone on with Shamari's shoulder buck. And then, of course, Cynthia and Mike Hill's relationship. She tagged it as chill, #chill, C for Cynthia and Hill. So it's kind of cool. And they're talking about their love and they're sharing pictures. And if I can understand, some of the ladies can't understand why Nene is so negative. Because Nene is like, oh, why do they need to always be on social media? That is kind of insecure. However, Nene is also always on social media talking about Greg. And she's always mentioning stuff like Greg was being mean, and how can somebody going through cancer and all of that, dealing with all of that, be so mean and not be so thoughtful to the person that's taking care of him. So it's kind of funny, she actually even calls him an asshole at one of the Watch What Happens live, and everybody's like, oh, why would you say that? So they asked the girls what they thought. Oh, before that, Nene also made a comment in which she calls having a friend, and the friend she called insecure, not pretty, not talented, and not nice. So everybody thought it was Cynthia. I assumed it was Cynthia, And Cynthia said she called Nene up almost immediately and had a word with her. And Nene said, oh, it wasn't Cynthia. But all the other ladies were like, well, who is it? She's not revealing who it is. But, so they asked ladies what they feel about Nene, being on social media. And immediately we see Candy and Cynthia. Whew. Cynthia has a voice. She's found her voice. Cynthia saying that it's, an in-house thing. They should try and keep it in-house, which I think also. But if that is her coping mechanism, her way of screaming, her way of not killing Greg, I don't know. We'll go with it. But the thing is, Nene likes to give opinions about other people's, like when Cynthia is tweeting and all of that. Nene can give an opinion about that. However, when the women give an opinion about her, she says they should fuck off. She doesn't care what they think. And it was kind of like, I don't know. I just like, something is off with Nene without a doubt, So, of course, ladies want to know, why do you think #chill, means that they're being insecure? And Nene's like, well, that's just how she feels. And she said what she said. So, if you don't like it, well, too bad. Nene is just so negative. Anyways, we'll be watching for next weekend. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to share. Be sure to like and comment down below. Thanks. See you soon.